Hello everyone, I'm doing my monthly overview video for September a bit late because I was super busy and I did some overtimes in my job. But as you can see, my current portfolio value is around $10,806. And as you can see, the last month was pretty bumpy for my portfolio because as soon as I added some extra funds to my account, I did some bad day trading positions where I break my own rules and held my position overnight. Fortunately, I managed to win back all the losses I made with day trading. So I was able to make new all-time highs on my portfolio. However, on Friday, thanks to Trump's tariffs, the market started to drop significantly and we are back down. So mostly because of my mistakes in day trading, I'm down 4.41% for the month of September, which I managed to fix a bit in the beginning of October and erase some of my losses in day trading. As I mentioned you in my previous videos, I want to build half of my portfolio from ETFs to build up the diversification of my portfolio and keep the volatility lower. Since I'm planning to cherry pick some high volatile growth stocks in my second part of my portfolio. In the following days, I want to sell my Schwab US dividend equity since I'm able to hold it only as a CFD and I'm planning to hold it for long term, so it's not very beneficial from taxation perspective for me. I want to add more into these S&P 500 ETF and the Nasdaq 10 100 ETF. I also continue to reduce my number of stocks in my portfolio. Currently, I have 16, and I also plan to sell some additional stocks, but I'm waiting for a good price to sell them. Uh, since my last video, I also bought some high volatile growth stock, Intellia Therapeutics, which I bought on 18th of September, and I'm already up 57%. But this stock is very volatile and risky, so do your own research before buying this. I also bought Open Door Technologies, which are currently down, and I'm up only 1% with it. But I'm still expecting a nice growth from this company, so I'm keep holding this one. And I'm a bit disappointed with Upstart Holdings because I was in nice green and unfortunately it started to drop significantly and currently I'm in deep red with this one. But I'm expecting that it will bounce from some point and will make new all-time highs and I can close this position in a nice profit. In September I was pretty active in day trading and I had many day trading sessions as you can see from my history. At the beginning of September I was pretty successful and I was making nice profits. Unfortunately, at the end of the September, I did some mistakes. I started to trade with a bigger portion of my portfolio as I originally planned to, and I also did some mistakes. Therefore, I was down a couple of $100, but I managed to win it back at the beginning of October. Here you can see a big minus. I did a minus 277 and then a $70 as well, and I won it back in October with 358 and $108. So here you can see that for the month of September I added $1,900 to my portfolio. I get some nice profits from dividends as well, but I slowly building down my dividend portfolio to growth stocks, so it will be less and less by the time. For the monthly capital gains, I was down $204, and for day trading, I was down $300. It's a little bit misleading because I had some open position on Nasdaq, and I closed it only in October. That's why you can see a big uh, profit here, because I calculated only the close positions here. And overall, I closed September in a big loss, $486, which is minus 4.61. Due to my mistakes in September, my portfolio underperformed the market pretty significantly, and I lost my lead from the August of month, where I outperformed the market pretty significantly. Fortunately, the October starts pretty well, and I'm already outperforming the market for the month of October. I hope this keeps up, and I will end the October pretty greeny. Here in this graph, you can see that for the September, I made huge losses in day trading, and unfortunately, also my capital gains was negative. But in month of October, I made it back in day trading with $466. But from capital gains, I'm down $220, but mostly because of Trump's tariffs, because I lost more than $300 in one day because of his announcement. But I think it will be short term, and I will get back to positive numbers in the capital gains soon. I think this graph can be an interesting point of view to my journey. With yellow, you can see an accumulated gains and losses uh, for my trade trading strategy. As you can see, at the beginning of the year, I was down pretty much. And here in April, I decided to stop day trading because I was doing too many mistakes and I was over trading, and it wasn't not working at all. And from May, I wanted to start doing a different strategy, which I already changed, but I did not want to continue with day trading. So you can see that in May, June, and July, I did not day trade. The value is the same for all 3 months. And I decided to start to day trade again in August, where I made up some losses. So I reduced my loss. Unfortunately, in September, I did a big mistake and I was down more than before. But I managed to fix that, and currently I'm in minus only in $382 for the year, and I'm slowly getting to positive numbers. Hopefully, I do it until the end of the year. Now, let's have a look on my swing and long term positions marked with blue. At the beginning of the year, I was not really pay attention to my positions and I was managing it pretty passively. But I decided to manage it more actively from the beginning of May. As you can see, I started with minus 200 and I slowly built up a nice profit from these positions. And now, currently in September, we have a smaller decrease, but hopefully it will be bounced back and I can end up the year in positive number as well. And for dividends, this is pretty straightforward because they are only building up slowly since they cannot be negative. So you can see that my profit from dividends are just growing and growing. However, I'm reducing dividend stocks from my portfolio, so it will not grow that fast anymore. I decided to stop investing specifically to dividend stocks because I think I'm able to get more profits from other stocks than dividend stocks. And with black, you can see the sum of these three strategies together. So currently, I'm down for the year $303. This was all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you would like to follow my journey, please subscribe at the channel or follow me on eToro. Have a nice day. Bye.